Itu aku rasa bukan budaya Malaysia juga sih.
The head is like holy. You know, when I was studying in school, we have also Muslim friends as well. So they would be really
Oh, nggak
pissed
boleh
off if we
sentuh
ever touch
ini.
the head or put something or put our hands like above the head. It will annoy them so
Oh, nggak boleh
badly.
letak di
It is
atas
some kind
kepala,
of thing that
guys.
we don't do ever to them, and it's
Oh, aku
best
baru
not to
tahu
stir up
itu.
someone's anger.
Assalamualaikum, Elsa di sini. Hai guys, hai semua, halo tetangga. Gimana kabar teman-teman semua? Semoga sehat selalu, semoga bahagia selalu, dan semoga hari-harinya selalu good day. Selamat datang di channel YouTube Elsa Widianti Putri. Hari ini aku akan reaction dari channel Felicia Zoo, dimana ada 10 hal yang tidak boleh kalian lakukan ketika kalian ada di Malaysia. Jadi sebagai seseorang yang ingin berlibur ke Malaysia, nah kalian harus nonton ini dulu. Hal apa sajakah itu? Tapi sebelum dimulai video reactionnya, seperti biasa aku mau ngajakin teman-teman semua dulu untuk subscribe channel ini dan aktifkan lonceng notifikasinya supaya tidak ketinggalan updatean terbaru dari channel ini. Dan bagi teman-teman yang mau request, bisa banget DM di Instagram aku di @Widianti Putri. Yaudah, tanpa berlama-lama, tanpa membuang masa, jumlah kita mulai video reactionnya. Are you ready? Let's go.
Hi guys, I'm Felicia
Hello.
from Malaysia. That rhymes. Thinking of coming to Malaysia, or do you have an idea of how is it like in Malaysia, like the culture and what not to do? Since I'm a Malaysian, here are some things and tips that I think that you should not do. 10 things you should not do in Malaysia. No.
No.
First thing when you come to Malaysia, you would realize that something is quite interesting. What is it? You would see this sign on the bus, on the train, or also on the back of the taxi.
Oke, jadi hal pertama yang tidak boleh kalian lakukan dalam bus yang ada di Malaysia itu, KTM itu, adalah tidak boleh merokok, tidak boleh membawa binatang, tidak boleh membuang sampah, tidak boleh membawa basikal, tidak boleh makan dan minum, tidak boleh Tidak boleh berkelakuan sumbang. Apa itu? Tidak boleh mengunyah gula getah. Oh, iya kah? Jadi nggak boleh mengunyah permen karet atau permen getah gitu. Mungkin takut nempel di kursinya mungkin, atau di lantainya gitu. Tidak boleh membawa barang berbahaya. Oke.
The back of the taxi. So, ta-da! This symbol. What does it mean? It means no kissing in public
nggak
or
boleh
too
ini
much
melakukan hal-hal
excessively
itu
cuddling.
Oke.
Because people would definitely stare at you. Well, not me, but there are some people out there that would stare like crazy. First and foremost, you must know that Malaysia is a Muslim country. There's
Yes,
some
betul.
rules or culture you must respect when you come to our country. Well, the people living in Malaysia are not just the Muslims Malay, but they're also the Chinese, where I am the Chinese Malaysians, and also the Indians, and plus our other indigenous people from Sabah, Sarawak, and so on. Second, if you ever invited to a Malay or Muslim house, or you have a Muslim business partner or Malay business partner, one thing you have to take note that this left hand is a no-no. It's really bad
betul.
in like accepting.
Jadi nggak boleh menggunakan tangan kiri. Memang nggak boleh sih guys. Kan sebaiknya kita menggunakan tangan kanan gitu, karena tangan kiri itu buruk gitu gambarannya gitu. Jadi memang harus pakai tangan kanan.
Gift
Betul.
or giving gifts, so it's always wiser to use
Jangan
the right
menerima
hand.
sesuatu
If you're
dari tangan
invited to a
kiri.
house and they eat with hands, you would realize that they would also only use the right hand. They would not use the left hand. So if you
Iya.
ever use the left
Kecuali
hand,
orang kidal gitu
that
ya.
is so bad. You know what? We are not so mean. We would just go like, he's new, he's not Malaysian. That's alright. But isn't it better to know it now than later? Plus,
Betul.
knowing this,
Lebih baik kita mengetahuinya lebih dulu kan. Jadi ketika di Malaysia kita tahu nih yang nggak boleh dilakukan gitu. Mungkin kalau untuk orang tangan kidal agak susah mungkin ya. Tapi bagi kita yang tidak kidal, ya lebih baik kan pakai tangan kanan gitu kan.
would kind of impress them. Let me tell you a secret. Why don't they eat with this left hand? Well, according to school, we learned they don't eat with the left hand because they believe the left hand is to wash your ass. So,
Iya, betul.
no eating with the left hand, no receiving gifts with the left hand. Third,
Betul.
do you take note of the gestures in Malaysia? In France, when you greet somebody, you go kiss the cheeks. Mwah, mwah.
Iya, nggak ada
However,
itu.
especially with the opposite sex, the Muslim people, which are really the
Karena di Malaysia itu memang gitu kan guys. Maksudnya kayak bersalaman dengan perempuan laki-laki itu pun juga sebenarnya juga nggak boleh di Malaysia. Di agama kita juga sebenarnya tidak boleh. Iya kan, bukan muhrim juga gitu kan guys, apalagi sampai cipika-cipiki perempuan laki-laki gitu. Itu aku rasa bukan budaya Malaysia juga sih.
The holy kind of people, even shaking hands with an opposite sex would consider not a good sign. Do remember with the opposite gender.
Jadi ketika nanti orang asing datang ke Malaysia dan mau bersalaman dengan orang Malaysia yang berlawan jenis, itu akan memberikan hal yang mengejutkan bagi orang asing itu gitu. Saya mau salaman, kenapa ditolak gitu? Bukan berarti menolak, tapi mereka menjaga budayanya gitu guys. Jadi kayak udah kayak gitu atau kayak gini gitu loh. Jadi jangan salah sangka ya teman-teman yang ke
Well,
Malaysia.
this is something when we learn when we were young as well. It's very rude to point your fingers like this. And I do sometimes feel really bad pointing fingers like that
nggak boleh
because
kayak gini.
in
Ya
school
Allah, aku
or my
sering kayak
parents
gini loh
sometimes
guys.
they would tell us, please don't point your finger like this. It's very rude. For them, it's best to point the finger with the thumb. This way, this way.
Yang kayak gini, kayak lebih sopan. Oke, siap. Aku akan belajar
This
itu.
way, this way.
Aku
Where to go?
suka kayak
This way,
gini.
this
Maaf
way.
ya
If you want to
guys.
give a direction, most of people would just do this. That way. That
Kayak
way.
gini, kayak
You
gini,
this,
kayak
you
gini.
this. They don't go
Oke.
there. Pointing fingers is kind of rude in Malaysia. I don't know why. It's the finger problem.
Kenapa tidak boleh pakai ini guys? Karena ini tidak sopan katanya. Lebih sopan pakai kayak gini atau kayak gini, kayak gini, kayak gini.
Another gesture is do not touch the head. The head is like holy. You know, when I was studying in school, we have also Muslim friends as well. So they would be really pissed off if we ever touch the head or put something or put our hands like above the head. It will annoy them so
nggak
badly.
boleh letak di
It
atas
is some kind
kepala
of thing that
guys.
we don't do ever to them, and it's
aku
best
baru
not to
tahu
stir up
itu.
someone's anger. Fourth, I know it's summer, it's so warm and humid in Malaysia. Wearing bikini or super sexy outfits in the streets would definitely get you lots of stares. I mean,
Jadi misalnya kalian berpakaian seksi nih di tengah jalan-jalan raya gitu, itu akan menjadi pandangan yang kurang mengenakan bagi kalian karena mata orang di sekitar akan melihat kalian kayak, kenapa nih pakai bikini, ini kenapa nih pakai pakaian seksi gitu.
even without the sexy outfit, you will get a lot of stares too. But plus a super
Banyak
sexy
tatapan yang
outfit
menatap
would
Anda.
get some verbal sexual harassment. So if you don't want to get the horrible verbal sexual harassment, just cover yourself. Unless you're going for a party, I think party areas no one really bother. Malaysian beach is really gorgeous, so beautiful, but depending where you stay, if you're staying in a holiday resort which is full of super local people and during the super local holiday peak season, please do not wear a bikini or go topless sunbathing. So far, all this would get you lots of stares and
dengerin
not
ya.
good stares. It's not like something bad thing would happen, but it's just that, some people just can't accept it. It's just a precaution
betul.
you have to take in mind depending on which hotel you stay or which island you stay. And be aware of the people around you, what kind of people. If they are mostly foreigners or Caucasians, then go wear a bikini. But
please don't be like in Gran Canaria, people go topless like.
Jangan samakan ketika kalian pergi ke pantai di tempat daerah asal kalian dengan ke pantai di Malaysia, itu jangan disamakan gitu ya, bagi para bule-bule gitu ya. Tutup auratnya.
That was a culture shock for me when I saw topless people in Gran Canaria and also on the naked beach in Oslo.
this is quite common in Malaysia and also parts of the Asian country that we do not wear shoes in the house. Okay, probably some
nggak boleh
people
pakai
they do
sepatu di
wear,
rumah.
but one thing you have to remember.
Iya sih, betul sih guys, nggak boleh lah pakai sepatu di rumah. Paling cuma pakai sendal gitu kan.
Especially in the mosque or the holy temple, Indian temple, they always go barefooted. So if you wanna go to all these places, just remember to get a good slipper,
betul.
because in case you wouldn't lost your slipper or expensive shoes where you left it just
Buka
outside there,
sendal.
because there is no security or locker for you to lock your expensive shoe wear. 6. Do not accept taxi without any meters. In any case, taxi without meters that come to you and ask you for a certain amount of money, we Malaysians think those are touts. But to me, it's their job to follow the meter, and they're not doing that. And therefore, now we have Uber and GrabCar. So if you're smart with the phone apps and stuff, please do grab an Uber or GrabCar because unmetered taxi also can be dangerous. Plus, you might get cheated and you might pay extra more than the real original price that you're supposed to pay.
Jadi mungkin maksud dia adalah lebih baik kalian menggunakan Uber atau Grab kalau untuk pergi jalan-jalan gitu, jangan pakai taksi. Mungkin kalau taksi lebih mahal mungkin. Nah kalau Uber tuh kan berdasarkan berapa meternya, berapa kilometer jalannya, jauhnya itu kan tertulis dalam aplikasinya gitu, jadi tidak bisa ditipu gitu. Mungkin ya, maksudnya gitu mungkin.
If you're going to airport, rushing somewhere else for a bus trip or something, please do not underestimate the traffic in Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur especially. Unless you're in an Amazing Race or not. I think Amazing Race, if they come to Malaysia, most of them were stuck in the traffic jam so bad that they would regret coming to Malaysia. But just remember, bear in mind the rush hour during 5 to 7 and 8. Just ask around when's the rush hour
itu
and try to...
jam 7.30 sampai jam 10 itu jam sibuk Malaysia. Terus kalau untuk sorenya jam 4.30 sampai jam 8 malam
5 to
itu
7 and 8. Just ask around when's the rush hour and try to avoid the rush hour times or just go early. Because seriously, our traffic can be so bad, you would just cry if you miss your plane. 8. Do not forget to bring your umbrella. If you ever see the weather forecast for Kuala Lumpur, every day is just like this cloud with thunderstorm and rain, but the fact that it might not rain, but still, they always put this because it's always a chance of rain in Malaysia, regardless how. You know the thing about Europe, if the weather forecast say it is going to rain whole day, it is really going to rain whole day. But in Malaysia, we don't have a rain whole day kind of thing. It's sunny and then suddenly it's pouring rain.
Jadi cuaca itu nggak menentu, misalnya pagi panas banget, siang tuh tiba-tiba hujan, terus abis tuh udah hujan 1 jam panas lagi, cuacanya tidak menentu gitu, tidak bisa ditebak.
So our days are kind of interesting, and we actually never bother to really care about umbrellas, but we always bring umbrellas, 1 because of the sun, 2 because of the rain, so it helps. We don't want to get tan and we don't want to get rain and get all wrinkly up. 9. Tissues. One thing I want to warn you about Malaysian toilets, our toilets might be not the cleanest toilets like in Japan. Rarely people use that much tissue. It's not because we're environmentally friendly, it's because we have the full resource of water and also the culture where they wash their hands with water and wash their ass with water. So if you go to toilets in Malaysia, you would find the immense of probability of having water sprayed in your ass but no tissues to wipe your ass.
Oke, jadi kalau kata kakak ini di Malaysia itu toiletnya itu nggak ada tisu guys, jarang menemukan tisu, berbeda dengan Jepang mungkin katanya, dimana tidak ada air, maksudnya tidak ada air, yang ada hanyalah tisu gitu. Jadi kayak berbanding terbalik gitu guys. Kalau di Malaysia ini banyak semprotan di mana-mana gitu, semprotan air gitu.
You remember to bring tissues. Not only for that, for so many
bawa
reasons.
tisu masing-masing
Dirty,
gitu.
Cleaning some stuff, table, everything. Tissues is amazing. Wet tissues are even better. Bring it all, the tissues, or buy them here. Last but not least, 10. If you're coming from Amsterdam or countries where it's quite okay and leaning with drugs, please do leave all your drugs back home, because one thing about Malaysia, we are freaking strict with illegal drugs and any involvement in drugs, and there you go, a mandatory death sentence. Mandatory death.
Kamu akan mati di tali gantung, satu kecelakaan bagi keluarga kamu, karena itulah saja hukuman bagi sesiapa untuk
like really,
yang mengedarkan dada ke Malaysia.
So
narkoba. Katakan say no to drugs.
Try not to get yourself in Malaysia.
Kena.
Bottom line, Malaysia is a beautiful country, beautiful culture, beautiful food, and this 10 things not to do would not be a huge obstacle for you not to come to Malaysia. It would be a great reason for you to understand our culture and also try to stay out of trouble. So if you're curious what's awesome about Malaysia, do check out my video about reasons to stay in Malaysia, or what I love about Malaysia so much that you would like it to. Thanks for
Oke.
watching and welcome to Malaysia. Selamat datang ke Malaysia.
Oke, jadi ada 10 hal yang dijelaskan sama Kak Felicia. Di antaranya adalah tidak boleh ketika di bus itu merokok, bawa pesikal, tidak boleh bawa binatang, tidak boleh makan gula-gula getah. Nah itu aku agak terkejut sih, kenapa tidak boleh makan gula-gula getah, atau karena memang takut itu akan menempel di lantai atau menempel di kursi. Kita kan memang terbiasa sih kayak budaya orang Asia Tenggara juga, kalau apa-apa ya pakai tangan kanan gitu, kalau tangan kiri tuh kayak ibaratnya nggak sopan gitu. Ini kan tempat untuk nyuci gitu kan guys, cuci gitu kan. Memang hadisnya kita apapun itu baik dilakukan dengan tangan kanan gitu. Jadi itu mungkin salah satu kultur shock juga bagi orang luar yang terbiasa dengan apa-apa tangan kiri gitu. Terus juga soal kalau kita bertemu dengan orang lain, tidak boleh berjabat tangan antara perempuan dengan laki-laki, tidak boleh berpelukan atau cipika-cipiki antara perempuan dengan laki-laki, karena memang budaya di Malaysia seperti itu.
Betul.
Terus yang bikin aku lumayan terkejut, ini aku nggak tahu ya guys benar atau enggak, katanya di Malaysia itu tidak boleh kita memegang pala ini. Kenapa guys? Boleh nggak kasih jawabannya di kolom komentar, kenapa tidak boleh pegang kepala ini? Kalau aku malah suka dipegang kayak dielus gitu, kayak ibaratnya kayak menyalurkan kasih sayang gitu guys. Oke, itu adalah beberapa hal yang bisa kalian ketahui. Bagi turis-turis yang ingin ke Malaysia bisa nonton video dari Kak Felicia Zu ini. Ini bermanfaat banget informasinya aku rasa guys, supaya tidak terkejut juga gitu ketika melancong ke Malaysia gitu. Oke. Yaudah, kayak cukup sekian video resensi kali ini. Semoga bermanfaat bagi teman-teman yang memerlukan gak tuh? Iya. Dan bagi teman-teman yang suka sama video ini, jangan lupa untuk like, comment, dan subscribe. Dan kita ketemu di next video. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.